Today I wanted to give you my thoughts and opinions on the backpack I've been using for saddle hunting. I don't like to spend a whole lot of money, so I try to find a savvier option. And we'll be looking at the SOG Barrage internal frame or internal stay frame pack. Before we get into that, first off, I want to say I have my anti-coronavirus drink in hand. Yep, that should take care of it. Second off, I want to say to everyone that has subscribed recently, thank you very much. And it means the world to me. It tells me that I'm doing something right. So don't be afraid if you like what I'm putting out to give it a like, a share, subscribe. Any kind of feedback would be great. I try to do the best I can. I'm working on a limited budget. I know I need better video and audio quality, but I don't know how much I want to stick into this because this is literally just a fun project for me. It's not, I'm not receiving any funds from anybody on this. I'm just a normal, everyday hunter, outdoor enthusiast, fisherman. That's just me. I like to do this stuff. I do it for fun. Furthermore, there's not too many people want to talk to me at 1 a.m. Most of my friends at my age group are sawing logs and thinking about waking up in a couple hours, whereas I'm just getting ready to go to bed. But so we're going to look at this pack, and here's what it is. It is, I will look off the tag here, see if I can find a little information. I should have prepared a little bit better. Just kind of came home from work. And I'm like, yeah, we'll just do this tonight. Feel like talking to somebody. So you're it. So it is 3,924 cubic inches or 64 liters. The dimensions are 21.6 inches by 13 inches by 8 inches. From what I found, they only offer it in black. So if you're looking for a camo pack, this isn't for you. I don't hold a lot of stock in camo packs. Personally, you put camo on it, they just jack the price up just for fun because it's camo and you're going to use it for a recreational sport. I think I paid about $54 for this when I purchased it off of Amazon. I will provide a link in the description if you're interested in this. But one of the features that drew me to this is it has a load shelf. Right there. Low load shelf, and it works great for my Wild Edge steps. I just put my Wild Edge steps in there and I put my saddle in next to it, and you strap it all down. And it works great, carries the load well. I used it for saddle hunting for about 2 months. I will say this much, if you want one for in the tree, try to find a smaller version. This particular pack just does not work well for the tree. But the reason I did like it for saddle hunting was a dedicated place to put my steps with extra room to carry cold weather clothing. So, you know, for 54 bucks, you can have 2 backpacks, one for early season and one for late season. So you could find a smaller one for probably 20, 30, 40 bucks, and this one for 50 bucks, and you're still not going to have the cost of a higher end pack. And I don't see any problems with it. It is constructed well. It has Velcro spots. I don't know why. I personally would not Velcro anything to it, but it has spots for Velcro attachments. Put a little carabiner on there, as you can see, to carry water bottles while scouting, which is what I've been doing. Your load shelf simply opens here with these little clips. That is something I don't like about it, are these little clips. I feel at some point they're going to break, which I've already decided I'm going to replace with a small carabiner at that point. Nothing much, but you know, just something to help hold your load shelf together. And I've carried 20 pounds on it, and it's held up fine. I don't know if I would exceed much more than that, and I can't find any carrying specs on them. I've noticed that about packs, that you can't find the carrying specs on packs, and I don't know why. Because if they're selling packs, you should have a weight rating, I would think. So, reason number one, I don't like that clip. You just saw how long it took me to get it apart. You can just simply open it up like this to expand to whatever you're wanting to carry in there. Like I said, I carry my Wild Edge steps. It's got a little mesh pocket here that will prevent things from falling out the side at the bottom. And then it has another clip strap down on the bottom to allow you to expand it even more. So you can really see that mesh pocket down there. And this just really allows you to load it up. I mean, like I said, for the $54, I think it's well worth the money. It has tons of storage, which I'm getting ready to go through. So we'll start out here on the sides. It has, I don't know what you call them, side pouches. Side pouches, and then it has 2 pockets inside the side pouches, and there's one on each side. It has, just if you want to see it, I'll show you here. The other side pouch that is. Sorry for my ramblings. Trying to get my poop in a group. Has the other side pouch over here, which is set up the same way as the other side. Just 2 pouches inside it, as well, 2 pockets, I should say, inside the pouch. And there's MOLLE looping on each side pouch as well. And I don't know about you guys, but I have fell in love with the MOLLE looping system. Exhibit A, took my circular pouch off my tree saddle and placed it on the waist belt for the backpack. Works great for carrying whatever, but I basically use it for a thermos or a water bottle or whatever. But we'll move on to the storage part again. I kind of get off track here a little bit once in a while. So basically here you have a good size storage pouch. It has a mesh pocket up top. You can probably see I store my pull-up ropes in there. Currently I have some toy binoculars for my boys whenever we go out shed hunting or spring scouting. We've brought them along. An essential teepee, which I hear is going for good money these days. So there's a mesh zippered pouch on the front. There is an open pouch on the front as well. And then inside there is one zippered pouch two zippered pouch. And the second zippered pouch is deep. I don't know the best way to show this to you, but it goes up to, you know, right here on me. Good 2-3 inches above my wrist. It's a good sized pouch. And then there are, on top of that, there's another unzippered pouch. I'm not getting this in the frame well, I'm sorry guys. Never said I was good at this, but I try, right? So there's another unzippered pouch here, and then below that, probably one of the coolest pouches I like on this backpack is a Velcro. It just has this Velcro line on there, and you can Velcro it over the top of whatever you want to secure in there. And in there, if you care, I just got some electrical tape and my knife. And then as well, it has another unzippered pouch and then two like pen pouches. And I got a notebook in my one pouch. And then, like I said, pen pouches. So that's on the back side of the load shelf. So that's not even, we're not even into the heart of the bag yet. Like I said, tons of room. It doesn't work well on the tree. It takes up way too much room on the tree. But I've figured out ways around that. I carry an extra pouch on my saddle to hold essentials that I need in the tree. And then I have another round tethered pouch that I put on my bow hanger and stuff. I'll use that for my drink holder while in the tree and just lower this back to the ground. It's real simple. So, more kids stuff. And this is a little pouch right above the load shelf. There is a zippered pocket in there, which in that I just keep milkweed. My dog apparently wants to be in the video too. Huh, Haley? Go lay down, please. Haley, go lay down. And then there's an unzippered pouch in here as well. So there's two pockets in there. One zippered, one unzippered. And now we're going to get to the meat of this bag, which is why it's important to be able to unbuckle your load shelf so that you can zip it all the way down and really open this bad boy up. And I mean, this thing is virtually like a suitcase inside. Got an extra layer for my boys in here. And on the inside of this backpack, there is one big zippered pouch. It goes the entire width. And I can unzipper it if you want to see how wide it goes, whatever. I don't know if that helps. But there's another zippered pouch. Oh, never mind. Excuse me on that. There is a zipper on the top and the bottom, a multi-directional pouch. So if it's flipped open and hanging down like that, you can zip it open and access the stuff in that pouch. I just found that out, so we're all learning a little bit. Then there's a larger pouch. It's probably 6 inches deep. Keep my tags in there. That goes the width of the backpack. And then there's a solid zippered pouch all the way at the bottom. I don't even have anything in there. Haley, go lay down, girl. Go lay down, girl. Good girl. So that's on the top side of the backpack inside. Now turn it around the other way, and we have a hanger of sorts. Now, I don't know how well y'all can see this, but we have, Haley, go lay down. We have a zippered like hanger. I assume for keys is what I use it for. I guess you can use it for whatever you want. Then you have another zippered pouch. I don't have anything in there yet. And then lastly, on the main compartment, you have a bungee corded pouch where you just push the button in and it expands the pouch. Keep my face mask, light pair of gloves, and my hat in there. So really, there's a ton of room in this thing, and MOLLE webbing everywhere. And that's one thing that I really liked about it. I had a cheap backpack that I used last season that had MOLLE webbing on it, and I just used that stuff all the time to attach different things and just help me carry things. And then lastly, there's a media pouch is what they call it. It's got a soft lining. I keep my headlamp in there. It's a Bushnell Pro 350 or something like that. I love that headlamp too. I'm currently looking at purchasing another just to have a backup. So that's all on the front and the insides. And then on the back side is where your internal frame is. And it just zips down like so on each side. And then your water bladder will go in there. And it has a pass-through on the top of the pack for your water bladder. But you can also take this internal stay out. If you don't like it, you can take it out. I had it out once. Apparently I'm doing something wrong. Not sure what, but just ain't sliding out like it's supposed to. Thought maybe if I did that. There's your aluminum stay. I don't know, it doesn't make me a difference with it in or out, but all in all, I really like this pack. Why can't I get that sucker out? It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me, everyone. And then your water bladder will go in here as well. So that's where your water bladder goes. And we'll move around to the strapping. Once I zip this back shut, as you see, all the zippers work real well on it. They seem to be pretty good quality zippers. Something I like to do on my zippers, and I have not done to this backpack yet, is coat them with some bow wax. It really keeps them from seizing up and just makes them work really well. It's about the next best thing to oil. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to zip this guy all the way shut too. It'll make my presentation a little easier for you. So, like I said, just something to keep in mind as far as a saddle pack. I was looking for more room to carry winter clothing because I hike in as light of layers as possible and then set up. And if it's cold enough and I have to put on enough layers, I'll come back down the tree and put on my layers I want to sit in. And that really prevents you from getting cold while on stand, is the benefit of that. Alright, got that all zipped back up and attached. Now, moving on to the backpack straps. They're really soft, pretty comfortable. They have MOLLE loops, so you're running a Camelback or water reservoir, whatever. I'm not a name brand supporter on how you want to carry your water by any means. So you can run that along there. Has a chest clasp for you, and the straps are removable from the backpack straps. You can unclip them. And then lastly, it has waist belts. I didn't know how to feel about waist belts. I've never had waist belts on a backpack, since I've done this one, and like I said, I carry my water bottle or thermos. I've carried thermos in this pouch a lot. It's so nice, and it's right there on your hip and accessible. And I'll clip my pistol to this other side. I don't have it out here for reference, sorry guys. But I just really like it. For $54, I think this pack is very solid. Again, I would not recommend carrying it in a tree or leaving it in the tree with you. I carry it up the tree on my back when I go up, take out everything I need, put it in the appropriate places, and go from there. But all in all, $54 pack, I would highly recommend it. There's even ties on the bottom of it, so if you wanted to put, I don't know what you'd put underneath it, but if I were to do it, I'd probably run some bungee cords underneath there and maybe put an extra layer underneath it if I needed to, if I didn't have room in the pack. But I really like it. Once again, it's the Barrage Internal Frame Pack by SOG, and I'll let you stare at that for a moment. I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all have a good night and stay corona free. I know I will.